Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, and I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on Colorado Springs rapper Lil Travieso, who was just shot and killed at the age of 19. July 6, 2022, the Colorado Springs Police Department responded to the 3600 block of El Moro Road around 10:47 p.m. Arriving at a trailer park, officers observed a car crashed into a truck within the driveway of one of the trailers. Officers were directed by witnesses to a man who'd been shot at least once, and after attempting life-saving measures, the man was pronounced dead at the scene. He was identified as 19-year-old Santiago Caleros, who's more commonly known as the rapper Lil Travieso. Marking the 27th homicide in Colorado Springs, Travieso was a young self-admitted gang member in one of Colorado Springs' oldest Mexican gangs. Parkside Barrio, which could be seen tattooed across Travieso's stomach, is a subset of Southern California's Serranos or Southsiders, who've maintained a dominant and deadly reputation within Southern California streets and the entire California prison system. Like many gangs that originated on the West Coast, Serranos would spread through cities and states as young Mexican men with something to prove and a willingness to kill now had a team to play for. Parkside Barrio is based out of the Pikes Peak Park neighborhood in southeast Colorado Springs. This section of the city only makes up a fifth of the population, but is home to 30% of all violent crimes and 40% of the city's gangs, making it the most gang-infested area in all of Colorado Springs. According to law enforcement, the Serranos are the largest gang in the city, with every 4 out of 10 members living in the southeast. Being a part of the largest gang within the city only makes it that much more of a shock that Lil Travieso was able to be killed in his own territory. A witness within the trailer park heard 4 gunshots before the crash. She recalled seeing Travieso in his final moments, but nobody recalled seeing the shooter. A picture taken only 10 days before Travieso's death shows him standing in front of the Whitney Young Manor Apartments. The complex neighbors the trailer park, sitting directly across the street. Travieso never shied away from repping his hood in music videos, but to be killed only steps away from where you took a picture leaves the possibility that someone was looking for Travieso and Instagram told him where to look. 2 pictures from back in May would show a tan-colored sedan which looks identical to the vehicle Travieso was killed in. Just off Instagram, if anybody wanted to find him, they knew where to look, they knew what car to look for, and all they needed to see was the big P tattooed on his face to know that they found him. Following the news of Travieso's death, many within the Mexican rap community mourned the young rapper as his passing could be felt state to state. His fans would express how much he meant to them, showing the impact of his music and a career and unfortunately life that was cut too short. Over the last year, Travieso's music would boom with his biggest video at 1.5 million views, leading many to believe he was the next upcoming rapper who was putting on for the Mexican culture. Just a month away from his 20th birthday, Travieso leaves behind a daughter who just turned 2 last month, and at this time, there's no word on any arrests or suspects in this case. Now, this is a video that was highly requested. I wanted to touch down on it because, for one, I don't really touch down or hear about a lot of videos that have to do with Mexican culture, Mexican gangs. It isn't something that's really a factor on the East Coast as much as it is on the West. What really made me want to touch down on this case was the overwhelming amount of love coming from people after he passed. You know what I mean? One thing about the Mexican culture that's so beautiful, aside from the women and the food, is the fact that there's unity. Within the Mexican culture itself, maybe people will see division, this side, that side, south side, north side. But from the outside looking in, especially with me being inside a prison, I seen them come together. I seen them have each other's backs. And to see the support and the love from state to state is something that you gotta salute, because a lot of cultures, people, gangs don't do it. And to see motherfuckers from different places saluting him on being true to who he is, it might have led to his downfall. But homie was doing what the fuck he was doing. And I mean, he was doing it to the fullest extent. But what's sad about it is the fact that he died at only 19 years old. And he leaves behind a 2-year-old little girl. But at the end of the day, that's the reality of gangbanging. That's the life that he lived. He lived it proudly. I don't think he was willing to denounce it. And it really ain't necessary for everybody to be in the comment section like, oh, that's what he gets, oh this, oh that. You know, what's understood don't need to be explained. But at the end of the day, if you're claiming to be something and you stand on it, you gotta respect that to a certain extent, right? Now, there obviously wasn't that much information to pull out of this case. I'm not gonna get into the rumors, and I'm damn sure not gonna get into who's dissing him just to give them attention. It's unnecessary. But I am gonna have his GoFundMe in the comment section. Y'all gonna bitch and complain, why would we donate to his GoFundMe? He's got a daughter he left behind, his funeral expenses. Maybe you feel like just doing something nice. Maybe you don't give a fuck. I personally don't if you don't feel like fucking donating. I just put it there just because. But hey, it's 1090 Jake. Rest in peace to the homie. I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. Till next time.